Hello, my dear baking family. In our previous sessions, we've been on quite a whimsical journey, haven't we? We created scrumptious layers of salted caramel and five spice, flavours that remind me of my grandmum's holiday desserts. Then came the winter Wonderland icing, much like the one my children used to swipe from the bowl when they assumed I wasn't watching. The sweet, rich salted caramel and the warming five spice, all tucked under a blanket of sugary icing. Just as we did previously, these tastes meld to form the perfect Christmas cake base. Now, if you missed our previous cake base sessions, consider yourselves warned. There will be fines for those who haven't tuned in yet. There's a delightful surprise in there. Now, with our base all set, we're about to take a thrilling new step. Today, we're going to build a gingerbread town atop our cake, drawing inspiration from the creative Nadia Hussein, a dear friend of mine. But this isn't just any gingerbread town. It's one created with the finesse we've learned from another good chum, Paul Hollywood. We'll embed this town into our snowy icing, evoking the winter landscapes we see outside our windows. I'll guide you from crafting the gingerbread houses reminiscent of children's craft sessions to placing them on the cake just right. To add a dash of holiday sparkle, we'll dot our creation with frosted trees, candy cane forests, and adorable little snowmen, just like the ones my grandchildren create in the garden. So, my dear baking enthusiasts, are you ready to dive into the joy of baking and transform our cake into a mini winter wonderland? Let's tie our aprons, roll our sleeves, and stir up some magic. With our eager cake base waiting, let's construct our enchanting gingerbread. Now, it's time to build our gingerbread town, a tribute to Nadia Hussein's creativity and Paul Hollywood's precision. The first step is to assemble our gingerbread houses. Remember, precision is key here. Each piece must fit together perfectly to create sturdy, picturesque structures. A little bit of royal icing works as an excellent edible cement to hold everything together. Take your time, there's no rush. After all, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will our gingerbread town. Once our houses are standing tall and proud, we move on to creating a snowy landscape. For this, we'll be using our Winter Wonderland icing. It's a smooth, creamy white icing that perfectly mimics the look of fresh snowfall. We'll spread it generously over our cake base, creating rolling hills and gentle slopes. For an added touch of winter magic, we'll sprinkle some edible glitter over the icing. It will glisten like fresh snow under the Christmas lights. Next, we'll place our gingerbread houses onto our snowy landscape. Try to picture a charming winter village. Maybe the bakery is next to the town square, or the toy shop is tucked away at the end of a winding path. There's no wrong way to do it. Each gingerbread town will be as unique as the person who creates it. But what's a town without some festive decorations? We'll craft snow-covered trees from marshmallows and pretzel sticks, create a candy cane forest, and even build a few snowmen out of fondant. The more vibrant and playful, the better. Remember, we're channeling Nadia Hussein here. Our gingerbread town is finally taking shape. Each house, each tree, each snowman, they all tell a story. A story of a whimsical town frozen in a moment of Christmas cheer. With our gingerbread town complete, we're ready to add an indulgent touch. But that's a story for the next scene. For now, let's sit back and admire our winter wonderland. We've done a great job, haven't we? Our cake is progressing nicely. Now it's time to construct a mini chocolate fountain, a nod to Prue Leith and Nadia Hussein's decadence. Imagine a chocolate fountain, gently flowing with the richness of cocoa, adding an interactive layer to our already enchanting cake. It's not just a treat for the eyes, but a delightful experience for the taste buds too. To construct our mini chocolate fountain, we'll need to understand its basic design and mechanics. Picture a tiered structure akin to a cascading waterfall. At the heart of this structure is a motor mechanism that pumps the chocolate to the top, allowing it to flow down elegantly, creating that mesmerizing cascade effect. Now let's discuss the success criteria for our chocolate fountain. First, we need to ensure a smooth and consistent flow of chocolate. This can be achieved by using high-quality chocolate and maintaining the right temperature. Too hot and the chocolate might burn, too cold and it could solidify. It's all about finding the sweet spot. Secondly, we have to consider the guest interaction. Our chocolate fountain shouldn't just be a visual spectacle, but also a source of joy for those who interact with it. So, make sure the tiers are accessible and easy to use. Once we're confident in our fountain's operation, it's time to integrate it into our cake. Placing it within our snowy landscape will enhance the visual appeal of our cake, making it an incredible centerpiece for any festive occasion. Remember, the key is to blend the fountain seamlessly into the cake, making it a part of the overall design rather than an isolated feature. Finally, we need to prepare and maintain the chocolate flow. This involves melting the chocolate to the right consistency and keeping it flowing smoothly throughout the event. And don't worry, we have tips for cleanup and durability to ensure your chocolate fountain stays in top shape. With our chocolate fountain flowing, it's time to add a final burst of excitement. As we near the end of our cake journey, let's add some vibrant mini fireworks inspired by Nadia Hussein. Just imagine the delight on your guests' faces as they discover these colourful, edible bursts of joy. The process starts with melting some white chocolate. Remember, slow and steady wins the race here. You don't want to rush the melting process as we need a smooth, silky consistency. Once you have your melted white chocolate, it's time to add a dash of creativity. Divide the melted chocolate into small batches and add food colouring to each. The more colours, the merrier. Now let's turn these coloured chocolates into mini fireworks. On a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, spoon small dollops of the coloured chocolate. Using a toothpick, draw lines outward from the centre of each dollop, creating a firework effect. Before the chocolate sets, sprinkle some edible dust and assorted sprinkles to give it that extra sparkle. Now, here's the exciting part. The strategic placement of these mini fireworks on our cake. Remember, these are not just decorations, they are the grand finale of our cake journey. So place them thoughtfully. Maybe one peeping from behind a gingerbread house, or another one bursting near the chocolate fountain. The key here is to create a sense of movement and surprise. Creating these mini fireworks not only adds a playful and engaging aspect to our cake, but also aligns with Nadia Hussein's creative flair. Her love for vibrant and interactive baking elements truly shines through in this decoration, so there you have it. Our cake is now adorned with mini fireworks, adding bursts of colour and excitement. I hope you enjoyed crafting these as much as I did. With our mini fireworks in place, our cake is nearly complete. Up next, we will wrap up our cake journey, summarising our adventurous ride from selecting flavours to building a winter wonderland. Stay tuned. We've journeyed through the creation of a truly spectacular cake, combining the expertise of Mary Berry, Paul Hollywood, Prue Leith and Nadia Hussein. Together, we've brought to life a Christmas wonderland cake, infused with the rich flavours of salted caramel and 5 spice layers and covered in a blanket of winter wonderland icing. Our journey began with the selection of these sumptuous layers, followed by the careful construction of a whimsical gingerbread town. Inspired by Nadia Hussein's creativity and Paul Hollywood's precision, we've assembled gingerbread houses that have transformed our cake into a charming winter village. We then embarked on the creation of a mini chocolate fountain, incorporating Prue Leith's and Nadia Hussein's indulgent touch. This delightful addition not only enhanced the cake's visual appeal, but also provided an interactive experience for anyone lucky enough to sample this masterpiece. Finally, we added a burst of colour and excitement with Nadia Hussein's mini fireworks recipe, crafting vibrant and edible decorations that truly make this cake a showstopper. The influence of our baking experts has been instrumental in this journey, guiding us in crafting a cake that not only tastes delightful, but also captures the magic of Christmas. With the final touches in place, your magical Christmas Wonderland cake is ready to dazzle. Happy baking!